Now guys, in this video we are going to see the solution of non-homogeneous equation. Okay, for that we have to do some derivation in order to find out the solution of non-homogeneous equation. So let us see first what is non-homogeneous equation. It is given by x dot of t is equal to a of x of t plus b into u of t. Okay, this is the thing. Now this in homogeneous equation this term won't be there. Okay, in no homogeneous this is the equation. Now from this I'll bring, this is the derivation. Okay, so I'll bring this x of t towards the LHS part. So what will happen, x dot of t minus a into x of t equal to b into u of t. Okay, now the next step is that we need to find out the, or we need to multiply. Okay, pre-multiplying both sides by, so multiplying, we have to multiply both sides by e power minus at. Okay, so these are the steps you need to remember. E power minus at, we have to multiply both the sides. Now when you multiply both the sides, what will happen, e power minus at into this whole thing x dot of t minus a into x of t equal to e power minus at, both sides you have to multiply b into u of t. Okay, now here when I open the bracket here, so it will become e power minus at into x dot of t minus e power minus at into a into x of t equal to e power minus at b u of t. When you observe this LHS part, you need to understand here this is nothing but the differentiation of e power minus at into x of t. Okay, so how we got this differentiation of with respect to t. Okay, we have to differentiate with respect to t, e power minus at into x of t, you will get this answer. Let me show you how we are getting. This is nothing but two terms are there, so we have to go for product rule. As we know what is product rule of the differentiation, uv rule. So first term as it is into this differentiation, okay, derivation differentiation of x of t, it is x dot of t. Remember this differentiation of x of t is represented by x dot of t. Okay, plus now first term as it is, then differentiation of second term, and now second term as it is into differentiation of first term. E power minus at differentiation will be e power minus at itself into this constant term, that is minus a. Okay, this is into minus a. Now this minus I can bring it here, so this will become e power minus at into x dot of t minus a, or I can write minus e power minus at into a. Okay, same thing, x of t. So when you see this and this term, they both are same. That's why I said it is the differentiation of e power minus at into x of t. Okay, this thing you remember. So I can write this in place of LHS part, I can write this term. Okay, so that will become LHS part differentiation of e power minus at x of t. Okay, no need to write this part. Okay, you can write it on the right side, equal to RHS part remains the same, b u of t. Now the next step is that, so here we are integrating both the sides, that means LHS as well as RHS. What will happen, integration of d by dt e power minus at x of t equal to integral e power minus at b u of t. Now thing is that here you have to give the limits 0 to t. So integrating both parts or both sides from t equal to 0 to t. Okay, 0 to t you have to give. So here what will happen, dt will come, correct. Now thing is that next important thing you have to understand here, that these two get cancelled. Differentiation and integral gets cancelled. This thing you have to remember. So when it get cancelled, these limits will come here. That means e power minus at x of t limit 0 to t. And what about this part? Always remember, this part you have to change t as tau. In RHS side, you have to change t as tau. So what will happen? 0 to t, don't change the limits, okay, it is 0 to t only. E power minus a tau, t becomes tau, b u of tau d tau. Okay, this is the thing you have to remember. So what I have done, integrating both sides with t equal to 0 to t. So what will happen? These two get cancelled. So but the limits you have to put 0 to t. Here also 0 to t you have to integrate. And one more thing, remember, t you have to make it as tau. Now the next step is that you have to we have to simplify this part. Upper limit minus lower limit, where you have to put, in place of t you have to put upper limit. So e power minus a, t means it remains a t only, so it remains the same thing. Upper limit minus lower limit, you have to put in place of t 0. So e power minus, I can put 0, so directly 0 into x of 0. See here, t is here also, it is there here also and here also, so you have to put 0 over there. Okay, equal to 0 to t, it remains the same, a power tau b into u of tau d tau. Now the thing is that I just want e power x of t. Okay, I want x of t. So you can do one thing, keeping x of t this side, rest all you can take it that side. So what will happen? So let us see that. So e power minus at into x of t, this plus this becomes 1. Okay, e power 0 is 1. So minus x of 0, I will take it to that side, equal to x of 0, okay, plus 0 to t e power minus a tau b u of tau d tau. Now the next step is that what we need to do, we have to shift this also that side, since I want just x of t. So shifting this that side, RHS, what will happen? E power minus at will become e power at here, correct? Since it will go down, see here, this is multiplication over here. When it goes down, it will go, when it goes to the RHS part, it will become e power minus at, and I will take it to the numerator, e power at. Okay, so this I will shift here. So x of t is equal to, this is plus sign, so two terms are there. So e power at into x of 0 plus e power at, I can take it inside, correct? So what will happen? So I will write it here, 0 to t e power at into e power minus a tau b u of tau d tau. Simple thing, what I have done, I am shifting e power minus at to the RHS part. So what will happen? It will become e power at. Simple thing, when it goes here, it will become e power minus at. So I will put it to the numerator part, it will become e power at plus. Okay, so multiplying these two. Now we have to simplify this part. Since e power at is there, e power minus a tau is there. So I can take common e power t, or a I can take common, right? So what will happen here? X of t is equal to e power at x of 0 plus this part 0 to t e power, I'll take a common here. So what will be here? T minus tau, okay, t minus tau b u of tau d tau. So this will be the final complete solution of non-homogeneous equation. I just want to add one more point here, that is something about this solution x of t, non-homogeneous solution. I can divide it into two parts. One is e power at x of 0 and this part also. Okay, so there are two parts here. So this e power at into x of 0, this I can tell it as ZIR. What is ZIR? It is zero input response. Okay, this you have to remember. And one more, this term is there. So this term, integral 0 to t e power a t minus tau b u of tau d tau, this I can name it as ZSR, which is zero state response. Okay, so these 2 points you remember. one is zero input response. So I can, what I can do, I can write it as the solution of non-homogeneous equation consists of both parts, that is ZIR as well as ZSR. Okay, zero input response as well as zero state response.